So Super Rugby is not that far away for 2019. Tickets are on sale now if you want to be a member. I've been having a look at the New Zealand teams just to see what are they offering in terms of memberships, how much is it going to cost, and yeah, what's it going to get you. So I've been mainly looking at the 8-game memberships. So for some of the teams it's 7 games, so that's all the home games. Yeah, just to see what you get, who's the most expensive, who's the cheapest, what kind of options are available. So I'm going to start with the Blues and just kind of work my way down the country. So start from north to south, and then at the end we can have a look. Yeah, just kind of who sits where. I will, because everything I say is going to be in New Zealand dollars, but I will include in the edit a conversion for a few different currencies like Rand and Aussie dollars, pounds, euros, American dollars, just so you guys can get a comparison. Those numbers may have changed by the time I get the video up, but at the time of recording, that was the exchange rate. So start with the Blues. Now, their most expensive membership you can get is a Platinum membership. I'm not including corporate boxes. This is just regular old tickets. So Platinum membership, it gets you 8 games, 7 of them at Eden Park, and it includes the 1 game which will be played at North Harbour. I think that's against the Sunwolves. And it costs, once you include the transaction fee, because there is a processing fee, it costs 369 New Zealand dollars. My screen's been flickering a little bit. We'll see if that appears in the edit. 369.5 New Zealand dollars. That's for 8 games, so that works out to be $46 per game. And what do you get? Because that's just your ticket, and it is. See if we can get the little map on there. So anytime I'm talking Platinum tickets, we're talking kind of around the halfway line, usually undercover, kind of the best seats that you can get without being in a corporate box. So you get those nice seats, you get a VIP entrance, so that means you don't have to stand in any kind of queue to get your bags checked. You just go straight down the, I think it's even a red carpet from when I was a Blues member. You get on the carpet, you don't have to wait in line, you just go straight through. You get 15% off at the Blues store, so if you want to get your Blues jerseys with that massive NIB on them, Blues caps, just Blues whatever gear, you get 15% off. You do get given a cap, obviously not a Highlanders cap, but you get given a special members cap. From memory, it's one that they don't usually sell in the store. It's just one specially made for members. You get access to a members lounge, but it's kind of first come first served. If it fills up, you can't get in. And you do get preferred selection with for whatever All Blacks games are played at Eden Park. As a Blues member, you kind of get, I think they open some tickets up to Blues members like a day before they sell regular tickets, and you get a better chance of getting an All Blacks ticket, but it's not a guaranteed ticket by any means. So yeah, $46 a game, 7 at Eden Park, 1 at North Harbour. And there are various other things you get with that membership, but I just kind of highlighted some of the main ones. If you don't want to get that membership, there are other options. There's a gold one, there's a silver one, but I've looked at the cheapest option if you're hard up for money, and this is probably the membership I had in the past. Bronze membership is $179.50, which works out to be about $22 a game. So just under half the price of the Platinum one. You don't get an allocated seat like you do with all the other memberships. You just get, and it's down the end of the ground. If put that up, it's down the end, so you're at one end. So there's a potential that you'll get to see a lot of action down your end. There's also a potential that you'll be seeing not a whole hell of a lot. And yeah, you don't get an allocated seat. General admission just means that one section of the ground is open up. You just sit wherever you want. The other memberships are all kind of, you've got an allocated seat that's yours and yours alone, although people still shuffle around in those seats from what I've seen. So yeah, all the extras for the bronze membership are the same as the platinum one, so you still get access to all that other stuff. No particular benefits apart from the seat is better from what I've seen. So that's the Blues. How does that compare to the Chiefs? Now the Chiefs marketing team needs to do a bit more work, because I had a look at their website, I had a look at their Facebook page. I could not find any extras or swag or benefits to being a Chiefs member. I'm sure there are some. Usually they have association with sponsors. You can get stuff. Couldn't find nothing for the Chiefs. So, yeah, all I know is their ticket prices. Their best tickets are called Red Zone tickets. They're $400 for the season. Now, that season is only 7 games with the Chiefs. It's 7 games at FMG Stadium in Hamilton. They are playing 1 game in Fiji this season, and obviously that ticket is not included in this price. So $400 for 7 games makes it $57 a game. It is a wee bit more expensive than the Blues, but I suppose in theory you're getting a better quality rugby. Cheap tickets for the Chiefs, $125 for 7 games, making it $18 a game. And that is on, again, one of the ends, and it's a grass embankment, so you don't even get a seat. You're sitting on the grass, hoping it doesn't rain, probably. Blues ones for those cheap seats are also uncovered, but it is in a seat. So, yeah, more expensive and cheaper for the Chiefs, but again, no mention of all those extras. If anybody finds out what those extras are, let me know. So, yeah, the seats, obviously, expensive ones are in the good section, and cheap ones are down the end. It's pretty much the same path of the course for pretty much every team. If you're in the expensive seats, they're usually in about the same spot. Hurricanes, their best seats are also called Platinum. It seems to be a pretty popular one. Platinum costs $337.23, very specific amount. 7 games, again, it's not the 8 games because there's 1 game being played in New Plymouth, and that ticket is not included in this purchase price. Brings it up to $48 a game. But where the Hurricanes do get a bit of an advantage is some of their extras that they give you. You get a right to purchase All Blacks tickets. It's not preferential treatment. You get free access to any home playoff games, which I'm assuming I'm reading that right. That if you're a season ticket holder, you just get to go to a playoff game. You don't have to play for a ticket. I actually emailed them to clarify because they got another thing which is right to purchase playoff tickets. I thought, well, if you've got a right to go in for free, why would I need to purchase? But they said if you want anybody else to go with you, you can purchase extra tickets. It's your right to purchase extra tickets. So if I'm a season ticket holder, you're my mate, you're not, I can buy a ticket for you and I'll get kind of first access to that. So yeah, right to All Blacks tickets, right to playoff tickets. Again, they've got a lounge that you can access as a member. Again, first in, first served. You've got a gift pack. Doesn't really say what's in there, but I'm sure it's some Hurricanes swag. Various other things. And yeah, it's generally a pretty decent looking package for $48 a game, I suppose. If you're looking down the cheaper end, bronze tickets, again, they've got various tiers, but the cheapest one, $132.23, making it $19 a game. And interestingly, their cheap level one still reserves you a seat. Like the Blues one's just free admission to an area. You still get a specific seat with the Canes. Again, all that extra stuff as well. You just don't get access to the members lounge if you're on the cheap side. So it's more of a VIP club. You got to be the V in the VIP, not just a bronze member. So yeah, Crusaders, first South Island team, reigning champions. Champion prices, platinum option is $425, but that is for 8 games rather than 7. So $53 a game over 8 games for the reigning champions. You do get some pretty nice stuff with them. You get a car park, which, man, if Eden Park had a car park, oh, that would be useful. But if you've never been to Eden Park, it is in the middle of a suburban neighborhood. So around Eden Park, like people who don't hate Eden Park, maybe some of them do, but like if they got a driveway with a car spot, they'll like rent it to you for $10 or $20 or something. Probably 20. I've never actually used it. I park on a side street miles away and walk down or take the bus because yeah, parking around Eden Park is not ideal. There's very little parking. I've only seen kind of corporate box people getting parking at Eden Park. So the Crusaders one comes with a car park. That's pretty cool. A members lounge, again, you get a 2018 Champions pin. I would have thought that would have been for the 2018 members, but for 2019 members, you get a Champions pin. You get a 30% discount at their store. That's pretty good. There is various other stuff that you get as well, but that's the main bit. So $53 a game for 8 games. Their cheap level is called Copper rather than Bronze. That's $150 for 8 games, so $19 a game. All of the same extras you get as a regular member. So just a different seat again. If you look at the seating plan, pretty much the same in that stadium. Lastly, Highlanders. Highlanders kind of don't meet the same mold that the other teams have with the kind of platinum, gold, silver, bronze. The Highlanders have only got 2 levels of tickets they sell. It's platinum and gold. There's nothing else. Where the Highlanders are, if you're not sure, is it's a town with a pretty big university population. So that one end of the ground, the zoo, is a lot of university students down there. So I would imagine they're probably not buying 8-game packs. They're probably just buying tickets week to week. But for the Highlanders, their platinum package, $315, so $45 a game. That's over 7 games because there's 1 game in Invercargill, which again, not included, but you do get preferential purchase to that Invercargill game if you want to make the drive down. Extras, you get preferential ticketing to Super Rugby final. If you want to, if the Highlanders get a home final, you get a preferential ticket purchase for that. Interestingly, the Blues do not mention anything about Super Rugby finals matches being held at Eden Park. Funny that. But yeah, you got a members entrance. You get an information pack, which is the weakest of all those swag bags. Like, it's not a gift pack, it's not a cap, it's not a pin, it's an info pack, which I imagine is some kind of magazine or something. Other various stuff as well. I mean, their cheap option is the gold one, but it's not really cheap because it's not meant to be. $245, $35 a game, all that same stuff. They do like 4-game ticket packages, which is probably more likely for students who don't want to kind of commit to 8 games. So yeah, those are the different options. I'll have to have a look at some of the South African and Aussie teams as well, perhaps the Jaguars and the Sunwolves, to see how these prices compare, to see if they're cheaper or more expensive. So where does that leave us in the scheme of things? Most expensive per game for the expensive tickets is the Chiefs, followed by the Crusaders, Hurricanes, Blues, and Highlanders. So Highlanders, yeah, $45 a game compared to the Chiefs, $57. For the cheap seats, though, while the Chiefs are the most expensive for the expensive tickets, they are the cheapest of the cheap seats. So Chiefs are the cheapest, then it's the Hurricanes and Crusaders, then the Blues, and then the Highlanders. So Highlanders don't really count, though, because they don't really have a cheap option. So the Blues, interestingly, are the most expensive of the truly cheap option. Their one is, more than $20 a game, where everyone else is kind of in the teens. So yeah, it's 20%, around about 20% cheaper to be a premium Highlanders member than it is to be a Chiefs member. I guess the results will tell as to whether that's worth it at the end of the season. But yeah, you guys can let me know if you are planning to become like a member of any of these teams. As I said, I've been a Blues member for a couple of years. I wasn't last year because I spent too much of the year abroad. But yeah, still weighing it up. We will see. You do get, I forgot to mention, the Blues offer, like, in their list of things, you get a lanyard and a little, I think it's a holder for your card if you want it. But they say if you want to do the green option, you can opt out of getting the lanyard to kind of use less plastic and whatnot for the card holder. But you're getting a bit desperate when you're advertising the lanyard. But hey, maybe some people are into lanyards. I'm sure some people are. I suppose it identifies you as a member, if nothing else, if you are wearing a lanyard. But yeah, what do you guys reckon about these prices? Too expensive, too cheap, around about the right price? How do you think about some of the swag? You think it's worthwhile getting those memberships? Chiefs, if they get anything, you guys let me know, because as I said, I couldn't find anything, and it's interesting because they are the most expensive one that I could find on there. But yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.